Hi, parents. Welcome to your weekly forecast for May 9th through the 15th. I am really excited. Instead of doing the elements, I feel a need to switch the format for a couple of reasons and do a pick a card instead. What I'm feeling and sensing is that parents overall um, are just have a huge need for answers, um, like peace, comfort, assurance. And so these are more encouraging messages. And so instead of me like just doing it based on your child's sign, um, these messages will be, you'll be more in charge of the message that you choose. So we have four piles to choose from. Pile one is the figure sitting with the hands in the lap. Pile two is hands at heart center. Um, Pile three is hands at side. And pile four is hands elevated. So I hope that these messages bless you. I had already recorded these, and then I realized that my audio was not working. So then I had 40 minutes of really great raw information because I had saw the cards for the first time, and then there's no audio, so you can't hear it. So we're just going to redo it. Um, but at least this time I'm using a different deck so that if there are any other messages, then those will be fresh for you. So let's go ahead and start with pile one. If you chose the figurine with the hands in the lap, this is pile one, and let's get into your reading. So your child, and I feel some of these messages may apply specifically to parents, but this is the energy that's going on in your household for this week. So this was in reverse. Your child is speaking up to bullying. And actually, how about I'll share both messages. So maybe that's probably why I couldn't use that first one because the energy has now changed. But your child has speaking up to bullying, universal energy in reverse, divine consciousness in the upright. We have North Star, breathe, live an extraordinary life. And I am, just to make it simple, I'll keep the cards how they were before. I feel that there's maybe some more messages that may come, but I definitely don't want to try to make a message out of something that's not there. So you have fearless in reverse, silence, and then finally hopeful surprise. So what I gathered from these messages is, there was a situation where like there was something really irritating to your child, a situation that they had to overcome, and they didn't want to, but they knew that they had to. They had divine consciousness and universal energy on their side, but it was like there was this internal agitation, frustration, but that everything was going to be okay. You have the hopeful sunrise. When dawn is ready, you always rise, and to live an extraordinary life. But it was almost like your child had to sit still in silence, be still, and let everything just happen as it needed to. So I'm asking the universe for any more energies that may need to come up because I feel that the message has slightly changed. Now, what I'm getting is a sense of confidence for someone. This was actually here, where I feel like they have overcome a challenge, an emotional challenge that bothered them before. And there's a level of confidence here. They've done the work, they've sat in silence, they're ready to rise. Universal energy and divine consciousness is on their side. And they have the confidence that they understand that, you know, though everything changes around them, they remain the same. I almost get the feeling like there's this fear of like overwhelm, expectation. Expectation has, or buying into the expectations of others has really riddled your child. Like it's made them, like I said, or like this unrest, like this anxiousness, or just this feeling, and not being able to feel confident in their ability to, voice their concerns, stand up for things, or just, tell someone that they disagree. So I just get the sense that somebody is getting grounded within themselves enough to speak up and say, no. And going back to the parent, I feel like there's something at work for you where you have not felt fearless at all. It could also be in an intimate relationship with someone that you don't feel that you can really speak up and say what you need to say without, I wouldn't say maybe judgment, but not being able to be heard, just transparently, clearly, and receptively. But you have the fearless card in reverse. That there's some kind of reluctancy within you to share, or something that has kept you from sharing. But when I pulled the extra cards, it was like there was a need to let go and to breathe. So between you and your child this week, for the week of May 9th through the 15th, I see this urgency or this desire to really check in with yourself, to be still, and tap into the divine energy and your divine consciousness, your universal energy, to figure out what you need to feel okay this week. I get frustration, I get unrest, I get anxiety, and you're just being reminded that a daily practice of silence gives you gifts. You have this heightened sensitivity to deep inner peace and just a profound feeling of connectedness to everything around you. It's almost like you can feel stuff breathing around you. And you have joy. So universe spirit wants you to know that joy is always with you. Don't let others steal your joy. Don't let your joy die. And I feel that for whatever reason, there's just been a force that has made you feel uncomfortable sharing and being yourself. The beautiful thing that I do want to share with you is you are the source of your restriction. So whether it's your child this week, but I feel that you are tied to their ability to express themselves. So, like I said earlier in the first recording that had no audio, you are modeling for them the behavior that they should have. So, I encourage you to reevaluate why and where you may feel fear. If you can, be willing to acknowledge how you feel and ask yourself why you're feeling that way. And then, also answer that question, and as best as you can, try to make peace with the solution that you found. Overall, I get peace, I get joy, I feel the sense that everything will be okay for you all. You're just going through it right now. I feel that it's residual. Like for whoever this is, it is a residual thing. Like the dawn is rising. I see crown chakra, but I see a lot of momentum, energy moving forward. colors, I mean, you have the rainbow right here, but it's like overall, I just feel that even though this leveled your family, even though there's this leveling energy in your house right now, I know that with time and energy, everything is going to be okay. Joy is your strength. Joy is the thing that you can never afford to lose and that you should always keep your eye on. So, thank you so much for watching. If you selected group number 2, this is your reading with the hands and heart centered. Let's see what message you have. And so you have in reverse, I try to do my best. I still feel, when I pulled these cards earlier, I still got like frustration. Free yourself from pain. For the parent, you have I am loved. And you had 3 cards that came out. There's a need for rest. Take a mental break. Settle in, be still. You are also asked to trust. Just be still and trust. And then also direction. By being still, following the clues, you'll be where you need to be at the right time. We had a couple of cards that came out. The first one was forehead raindrops, and then also expression. And then the secondary cards that came out was happy, happy, and sleepy blue ocean. So the messages that the divine wants you to know, Holy Spirit, universe, is that in your household, for your child, there's this element of agitation, this frustration, like they feel a hindrance in their actions or abilities not being recognized. It's like everything that I do without fail, like something just doesn't work. I try to do my best and it doesn't satisfy. It's never good enough. Somebody's not happy. All I want to do is just express myself. And I get the sense that for whoever this is for, they have just beat themselves up mentally, beat themselves down. Like, what? Like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. Why is this not working? It could be a project. It could be, vying for someone's attention or approval. And what they're being told essentially is to stop. Just be still. Whatever project that they're working on, whatever you hope, whatever miracle, whatever it is, you just got to be still. And, whenever you, if you've ever had raindrops like catch you off guard, like while you're walking and you weren't expecting rain, like those first raindrops that like plop you on the forehead, you're like, what was that? It's raining? Where'd that come from? And this is what this is what it's for, just a kind, gentle, reminder just to stop, be still. There's something different. There's something better for you. And it's on the way. These cards had a beautiful message. And if you didn't get a chance to read them, I will give you another moment. But your child in your household, the message of encouragement for you this week is to just be still, take a mental break, have a quiet mind, and then that will allow you to have direct access to what that next step is for you. You got to be still and trust. Look how just steadfast, unwavering. And the more that we are just still, we follow our intuition, the more that we will see just like, okay, which way to turn, those right doors opening and helping us to be where we need to be to fulfill our purpose. and the direction will come naturally without effort. And so I feel like you, as the parent, the role that you can have in assisting your child is just helping them, navigate, to be still, keep them calm. And because you have so much love in your heart, I feel that because you're loving yourself, you're modeling that love, it will be easy for that to be translated to them too. But when they stop, when they're still, they'll be able to see clearly and look for those clues that are going to lead them to exactly where they need to be at the right time. So this is all going to work out. They've learned the lesson. They've done what they need to free themselves from pain. There's no more pain now. I feel like they have the answer. They know what they need to do. They have the happy, happy card. So there's resolution here. There's joy. Heavy and calm. The waters are quiet and peaceful. I feel like there was a lot just swirling in your mind and their mind and in the household. Just an energy of just unrest and nothing's working out, and frustration with parents and child, like, just, it's not that serious, just it'll all work out. And that, your child not understanding that and all of that. But I feel, especially with the happy, happy card, that everything is just working out and everything is, on the upswing. So this is just a card that came out earlier when I was shuffling, that I felt the need to set aside for anyone who else needed to see it. But it's just give way, surrender, and just allow things to flow, and they will. So let's get one final card. Ooh, okay, well, that's a lot. A lot of final cards. I'll see if it all makes sense. I know it will. You have nurture and what looks like embryos. Someone has not been nurturing themselves. Someone has not been listening to themselves, and they're being asked to nurture. A lot of blue here. Somebody needs to, integrity is important here. So either someone needs to be reminded that, just to operate with integrity, don't take any shortcuts or don't try to cut corners. Don't look or follow the crowd. The other people who may be like trying to take shortcuts to get ahead. Don't do that. If your child is thinking, oh, well, it's peer pressure related, so I'm just going to be like everybody else and, sacrifice or change myself to fit in. Don't do that. There's no need to do that. Hello. You got trust here twice. So, and they're both in, a similar color scheme. So this is, it's as someone is just, yeah, but, and unsure. Holy Spirit is saying, like, in this moment, you need to trust. Don't waver. Your child needs to trust. Somebody needs to trust. Aloneness is a factor. Perhaps somebody feels alone. There's an element of isolation, or that answers will come in aloneness. There's definitely some anger here. I feel that this is external. It could be a little bit of frustration in the house, but I'm feeling that this is an upset. An upset, and that energy is coming in the house, but it's external. It's derived from external. Being objective is important, not to get caught up in things, but just looking at things, separating the emotion from the situation. And again, you have the humor card, happy, happy. This, you have similar colors here. Joy, happiness, laugh. This is a solution. This will bring you peace. This will bring you peace. That's important for somebody to hear. It will bring you peace. There's some empathy that needs to take place here, especially with the anger. Someone needs to have some grace. And lastly, someone needs to set some boundaries of the heart. Someone's allowed themselves to be walked all over. I'm doing my best. They're they're not taking back their power. They're not stepping back and saying, no, I'm not playing that game anymore. So that's an issue for somebody. That somebody just simply, in order to take back your happiness, you have to step away, separate yourself from what you think is frustrating you, and all will be well. So these are the things that are taking place in your household. These are the dynamics that are taking place with your child and yourself. I feel primarily this is an older child. It could be, an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, a level of independence, a teenager, somebody who is just frustrated. It could be, a young one. It could be 5-year-old. I mean, really, there could be any age, but I'm getting the sense that this child is highly intelligent. This child is highly capable, and they are frustrated. And I get perfectionists too. I'm hearing someone is their things come easily to them. And so when things don't go their way as they expect, because quite naturally they should, because they do things so well, they're especially upset about it. And because they're not being objective or not seeing it objectively. But they just got to trust. There is this someone is tempted to compromise. Well, so-and-so is doing it. They look like they're getting ahead, but they are being asked to trust. Just chill. It's all going to work out, and they will come out on top if they simply just follow the flow and follow the direction of the spirit and universe. So I hope that blesses and encourages you as you go about this week. But yeah, peace, calmness, stillness, blessings for your household, and thank you for watching. If you chose the hands at the side, welcome to group 3. Let's go ahead and get into your cards because, one, I know that you guys had a lot. And I wish that the first message that I recorded had audio. But I know that this message that you're going to get now is just going to be an extra layer. So kudos to you. I make good decisions is what you need to know for your child. I listen to my feelings in reverse. I listen to what others say. Oh, I feel a tug of war already. It's okay to feel sad. Someone doesn't feel like they can be themselves with somebody. They have trunk massage. Your spine is a strong tree trunk. Feel the softness across each inch. Someone needs some mindful touch. Do you hug often? If not, give your child some hugs because they need it. For parents, you have I am courageous. And also, I am staying true. Growth is a factor here. Thankfully, this was in reverse. So there is a lesson that has already been accepted. They have developed mental clarity with the purple card in reverse. Giant redwoods. Hello. Giant redwoods. And I'm also seeing some boundaries needed here. There's some regeneration. And finally, they had creativity in the upright when I first did this reading. So now what's coming out to me is someone feels broken. There was a fight. and someone is building themselves back together. Whoever this message is for, there was an exchange. Maybe, someone's character was judged incorrectly. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I give to you. I know I listen. I care. I'm smart. I made a sound decision. I did what you told me to do. And by not, it's almost like this person could have a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation where, they did what they were told. Someone, I did what I was told to do. I had empathy. I listened. I did what you told me to do. I know I make sound decisions. So why is that not okay? Why can't I be okay? Why do I have to just accept? Why do I have to, for somebody, it could be bottling something up. I think you're having an issue too. And this feels, for some, tumultuous. This feels like you really have to stand your ground with somebody. I'm getting like a marriage situation where things are rocky for somebody. There's, somebody is argumentative, and they're really having to hold or stand their ground. It could also be a proposal, like if you are like doing community work, if you're up against something where you have to persuade a large group of people to see your side, you could be in a position where like your back is against the wall and you feel like wavering and just going with the status quo would be easier. But you are doing what you need to just stand firm and stand true to yourself. This energy is going like in the household too. I feel primarily the regeneration is with your child in the situation that they're dealing with. I mean, they're already growing. They've already done the growth. They're just stretching themselves out. Once they've already like overcome the challenge of whatever this was, where they just felt like somebody, metaphorically violated their trust, their abilities. Like somebody undermined and made them second guess their confidence. And then, wanted to get on them about like feeling bad about something. Like, yes, it's okay to feel bad. I feel like for somebody, there's this element of second guessing feelings. Somebody made them like feel like the way that they feel is not okay. Somebody, like, I feel like a manipulator too. I'm getting the sense that there was somebody, and then somebody needs to also hear this encouraging message. If you are an adult child, there's no need for you to second guess yourself. You make sound decisions. You heard what somebody said. This could be at work. This could be a dating situation. But somebody has caused them to second guess themselves. They've already done the work. And you're being really asked to just tap into that creativity and to recenter and refocus yourself. And unfortunately, this child has been in a situation where they have given more than they've taken. Like I said, they've just been through the ringer. And finally, like, somebody's just having the strength to open up, come back again. They've got the mental clarity. You may just have to, it could be your partner, your significant other, the child's mom or dad has just been a little bit too hard on them. Maybe, for some, not all, there could be some like verbal abuse, and somebody needing to stand up and be courageous and say, okay, this is enough. That's not what happened, and you know it. Stop making stuff up and making so and so feel bad. And it may take you, whoever's watching this, it may have taken you some courage to feel comfortable saying that, because maybe you were also the model, or you were modeling the behavior of you just did, and that's what your child did. You didn't question, but you saw something that wasn't right, and you knew it needed to be addressed, and although it was difficult and challenging, you did it anyway. And there's a good healthy payoff for that. I'm curious, what are any other encouraging messages that need to be shared with this family right now? I know you guys can't see it, but I am shuffling over here. I know sometimes it helps just to see like the cards being shuffled, but something wants to come out. There we go. Sexuality in reverse. Also dealing with the solar plexus chakra. For somebody, there is a block to their creative power. Creativity, expressing yourself, being true to yourself is what's going to save you. Whoever this is for, could be parent, could be the child, but creativity is what's going to save you. Because the whole creative part with the sexuality card, and this is just sacral chakra to me. Something that's been blocked. The ability to just be seen, be creative has been blocked. But somebody is growing. Somebody is getting better. Somebody is staying true. Someone is saying no. Someone is speaking up. But the mental clarity is there. Let's see if we can get at least one more card to help give some clarity. Yep. That works. It's a whole lot. Yes. So we have acceptance in reverse. Something needs to be accepted here. Sadness. Something needs to be let go. Somebody is not accepting something. Something needs to be let go. And you know what it is. It could be a bad relationship. You have action in reverse. Someone is afraid to take action, but you have to. Someone is also afraid to look in the mirror. Here's my camera. And finally, surround yourself with friends. That's what's going to help you too. So I'm sorry that you're going through such a difficult time where there's, some struggles and frustrating things. Somebody's not listening, and whoever you're dealing with is hurt. And you know that. And there's a part of you that wants to rescue them and save them because it makes you feel valid and it makes you feel safe. It validates why you're there. Well, I'm here to help. But the one thing that you need to understand and accept, and right now, someone in this household is not accepting, is, this dynamic is not working. Somebody needs space to regenerate. You know, you should feel okay to be sad, and somebody is sad in this house. Someone does not feel okay to be sad. They're still sad. The sadness is still there. It's just not a safe space to express yourself. And this could be denial. You know, I don't know if this is a, you know, someone who's not a stepfather. This could just be a relationship, and for somebody, the child is just kind of in the mix of it. And maybe the answer is, you know, dad, mom, that person has got to go, and you got to cut them out because they are not helping. You know, for whoever, this could be the child. But I just get a sense that the child has been asked to do something. The child did what they were supposed to do. And even still, that didn't make somebody happy. And so now someone is backtracking. Somebody has to regenerate themselves, and with their energy, they know, you know, they've done the work on themselves. They've gotten the clarity that they need. They're strong, but there needs to be some boundaries here, and somebody needs to take action. Someone is reluctant to take action. Somebody doesn't want to see something for what it is. There's an unwillingness to accept something. And you have to. You have to. Because this is, for somebody, this is negatively impacting your child and it's hurting them. So it's not for everybody, but it's just for whoever's watching this, that message is for. But your solace and your rescue is in your friends. So surround yourself with good people who have good intentions. Your family, somebody is looking out for you. And as you regenerate, as you take action, as you accept things and let stuff go, as you continue to be courageous and stand true, everything will just fix itself. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Welcome to group 4. If you chose the figure that has the hands in the air, this is for you. Someone is surrendering for sure. Letting go. Letting go would no longer serve some. We have I concentrate well in reverse. This is one of the bonus cards that I had. Why? Someone's getting some answers. I had the emotions card. Some emotions are stuck. Rainbow feelings was a beautiful answer. In each color, I feel differently, but in each color, I feel alive. Magenta, connect to your deepest inner knowing. They had watch in reverse. And so it was just saying to watch for a miracle. Coincidences are divinely inspired. Beautiful, beautiful message. Somebody has already prayed for something. There was something that you've already asked for. It's coming through. You have butterfly breaths. With each new breath, you release any worries to the wind. It was an element where somebody had felt anxious about something, but thankfully everything was going to work out. Parent message, I am blessed. I'll hold that up if you want to pause so you can read it. And the other card that you had was I am hope. You may be needed for your child to be that blessing and to hope, for that hope for them to lean on. They also had one ocean, I am but one drop, and yet we are the whole ocean. Very important message. So what I got earlier, I'll share that first because the messages, they may change. Somebody could have been, worried about money, finances, and I feel that this is in the household. This is the energy of the house. It's not just child, but it's parent-child dynamic and the things that you guys are dealing with this week. but it was like an eviction or money. There was some kind of concern, but you were the one who knows, like you've been connecting to your deeper knowing that you couldn't see it, you didn't know when it was going to happen, but everything is going to be fine. I think in the back of your mind, even though there was still some worry there, like you knew like somehow everything was going to work out, but it was just that fear of, okay, well, I'm not feeling safe. I'm anxious because, somebody's breathing down my neck. They keep asking me about something and I'm waiting for the stimulus check. I'm waiting for my refund. I'm waiting for this money that was supposed to be here and it's not. And that that has you emotionally just blocked. You could be having some bowel issues, being serious, just figuratively and literally just stopped up. Just, I can't, because you're just riddled with anxiety over a situation with finances specifically. Doesn't have to be with everybody. It could be a move, like you're planning on moving, or a deal. Something is supposed to happen and it is in limbo. And you, in your household, there's this anxiousness. And I feel this the same way. This is specifically for parents. I don't get too much of a child vibe from this deck, or this pile, I guess I should say. But I get a business deal. I get real estate. Somebody is waiting for a transaction to go through and you're waiting on money to come in, or some signature, some paperwork, something to come through. And it's all in limbo. And it's all going to work out. But it's just frustrating because, you got people breathing down your neck. It's unsettled. The ocean, there's waves, there's tides, there's all these things. You think you're going to have an answer and then something happens and then, things backtrack and whatever. But the one thing that I pointed out was, you see how in the upright it looks like she's trying to grab the book, and the book looks like it could be making it difficult for her to get the book. And then in the reverse, it feels like the book is coming towards her. So the answer is coming towards you. Just be still and wait. It's coming, and it's easy, and it's not a lot of work, and it doesn't require, a lot of energy or help from you right now, because you've done the work before. You've already put forth the effort and the energy to do what you needed to do for things to be where they are right now. So I'm just going to see if there are any other messages that needs to be shared. Any other, what this family needs to know. Ooh, it just came out. Nice. Freedom. Freedom is yours. Freedom. That's what you need to know. You are free. It's all going to work out. You're fine. I'll show you these. I'm going to put them back in the deck and see if they come out. But you also have vulnerability and initiating. That may speak to you. There may be something that you need to initiate or be vulnerable and transparent about. So I'm happy for you. I feel this is a move. Someone is moving. I feel like there's some kind of change in location. It could be real estate. It could be for a business. It could be because you are a realtor and you're working with a client that's waiting on something, and you're just waiting for the bank to do something so they can, get their stuff done. Like your client can get what they need. You can get your money because, you got stuff that you're waiting on, like that you got to pay. So it's just like this vicious cycle. But real estate, housing is a big one for this pile. I'm feeling it. There's anxiety about money for a house, or money that's tied to a residential structure, or primarily residential. I mean, it could be a business deal, but I'm feeling more so residential. Let's see if there's maybe one more card of encouragement. I thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me for all these years. I'm so blessed and thankful to be able to do this for so long. Appreciation. Be thankful for what you have. You have enough and you're okay. There's something in your circle, something in your immediate circle that you may have taken for granted that needs your appreciation and needs your energy. So another way to calm yourself, and this is crown chakra. Another way to calm yourself is to shift your focus. Your focus and energy has been on this thing that has just riddled you with anxiety. And you're being encouraged to just relax and focus on the blessings that are in your life. Everything's fine. Everything is working out. Everything is one. Everything will be one. You are okay. So I hope that encourages you. And I appreciate you so much for watching. Have a great week.